Hello everybody, welcome to the Brit and Yankee Pub. It is an instant brew review with me, Phil Clark, the Brit, and
Ken McMullen at Hotline.
Ken McMullen, head brewmaster at Hotline Brewing in Aurora, Illinois. Hello Ken, how are you? How was your Christmas holiday?
It was good. I'm doing well. How are you doing, Phil?
I'm doing absolutely fabbo because we have two superb beers that we have to taste here in this IBR, as we like to call it. Oh, you got them up there. Very good. How are you going to reach them from there?
I think I can reach.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I'll
good.
look. Yeah.
Very good. Well, today's beers come from Lot Brewery. Now, if you remember a while back, I think Pubcast number 354, that was pre-Christmas. Seems like a long time ago. We did an extended interview with Phil Costello, who is the owner proprietor of Lot Brewing. He also helps with the brewing. And they have come in for some publicity since then. Some of it, we don't know if it's good or bad. However, and so, you know what the problem is, Ken?
You pointed it out to me today, so yes, I do know the problem.
Yes,
what is the problem, Phil?
It's Hershey Squirts, and we'll leave it at that.
Oh, that's a terrible problem.
We have two of their fantastic beers. We're going to go with, and they're both Imperial Stouts, but we're going to go with the big one first. We got a big one and a little one, and I know you've heard that before. So today, we're going to go with Lot Brewery Nikolai. Now, I think you can see that one on the camera. You've got it too, right, Ken?
Yep.
This is their standard Russian Imperial Stout. It has a very interesting story on the side of it. We'll get to that in a second. Are you ready to crack it open, my friend?
Yeah.
Good man. And you know we do it after 3, right?
Yes.
Oh, is it going to spurt?
I hope not.
Okay, good. 3. Oh, beautiful. I love it. Okay, so we've had some Russian Imperial Stouts already on an Instant Brew Reviews. Well, at least I think we have. It's that time of year for them. Oh, that looks like it's pouring out nicely, Ken. I'm getting a nice close-up pour here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness me. I'll tell you what. This beer is a good 12 inches away. It's a socially distanced beer. And I'm getting an aroma from it of chocolate, which I think is pretty good. On the front of this, there is a picture of what could only be described as a zombie. And apparently there is a story to this. So let's have a look at the look of this beer first. It's beautiful, like I would say, black as you're at, right, Ken?
Yeah.
How's the aroma
Beautiful.
on it?
Look at the head on there. That's a nice.
Oh, you haven't got a full one like me. Come on.
Well, peer pressure.
There you go. Yeah, the head is really nice on this, right?
It's got a beautiful head.
Don't let that drop off. We don't want to waste beer.
Got a nice rim up there.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's nice. Really thick.
Yep.
Through it. I got sunlight over there, so can't see through it.
Oh, I can't see through it. So now let's give it a quick slurp and get some first impressions. Then we'll talk about what's in it. Because I'm very happy to say that on his cans, Phil puts everything that he's put into this beer on here. So let's give it a slurp. Now you slurp. Tell us what you think.
It's got solid bitterness. I would say it's, that's the roast malt bitterness I'm getting rather than hoppy bitterness. But it's chocolatey. It's got a little sweet backbone to it. It's got some heat. Woo! I feel that down in my esophagus.
Wow, that's a big word.
Throat.
This is, I was trying to look for actually what it was. Yes, 11%, this one. So I've had to put my glasses on to read this. But the nice thing is that he tells us exactly what's in it. And just like another beer that we tried recently, he has black patent malt, caramel, and chocolate malts. Now, you know what black patent malt is, don't you, Ken?
Yeah, black patent malt's really good malt for these beers that you can lay down as they age. That that malt kind of gives you a kind of a stone fruit or a dark fruit, like plum note to it. So this would be a good one for aging, although it's really good right now.
This one, to my way of thinking, is heavy chocolate.
Yeah, and it's not like it's not like, usually I get a lot of baker's chocolate or bitter chocolate in it. This is kind of more sweet. It's more like a milk chocolate.
And I'm definitely getting some of what I think is the hop profile. And according to the can, it is Warrior and Cascade hops.
Okay. So Warrior's a big alpha acid hop, so it's used for bittering. Cascade's your like super common American IPA hop that's used in Sierra Nevada and a lot of local brews. You know, a lot of your standard IPAs are made with that.
Well, I think, is it unusual to have Cascade put into an imperial stout?
A little. I mean, you're like your imperial stouts. You're looking for mostly it's malt character that you're tasting in there. So you know, hops are they get kind of lost in these. You want it there you want the bitterness to balance the heavy sweetness that you get.
Well, I definitely think that's happened here. In fact, I'd say it's a little more, just slightly on the bitter side than the sweet side, which is not a bad thing if you're having a fairly large glass of this.
I think it's nicely balanced. I think the bitterness balances well with the sweetness, and with maybe a little more time, this will even develop more complexity.
Well, there's one of these that's going to go into the Brit and Yankee Advent beer calendar for next year. We'll see how that comes out in in 1 year's time. I want to tell you about where he got the recipe for this. Now, I don't know whether or not Phil is being a bit of a lad here, or whether or not this is a true mythical tale. But according to the label, it says, deep in the Siberian wilderness roams a monster, an undead Soviet super soldier called Nikolai. Yeah, how about that? Local native lore cites numerous accounts of Nikolai terrorizing the Siberian countryside, including one tale involving a mysterious magic stout recipe, which, when consumed, is in sufficient quantities, has been said to repel the horrific beast. So there you go.
Nice.
And apparently it says here, Side Lot Brewery has brought back this mythical beverage back from the dead. We should do it on this one at Halloween, I'll tell you. Anyway, I'm enjoying this. Any more comments on it?
No, I think it's nice. It's got the body's not super thick and sweet. It's a nice quaffable, heavy beer. You know, I mean, 11% that's a big ass beer, man. That's good. It's nice.
It's one of your babs, definitely. All right. Well, we'll raise our glasses to Nikolai. Yes, we are Nikolai. Do svidaniya. Hey, what do they say as cheers in Russia? Do you know?
In where?
Russia.
In Russian?
Russia. Oh. Siberia.
Okay, Google. How do you say cheers in Russian?
Ura.
I think it said ura. I think that's the Marine.
Okay, so after 3, hurrah! Back in a sec with the little one. Yep, and we are back again for the second of our instant brew reviews from the same brewery, Side Lot Brewery, up there in Waconda, Illinois. Now, I did not mention that in the first half. This one is a mini beer, but it's got a lot going on for it. This one is called Cluane, and I think you can see that just about. See it. I will push, of course, a visual up there of the beer. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Ken. That looks much better. This is one of their 8 fluid ounce minis coming in at 13%, which is part of 4 brews that they do, 4 different brews. Oh, look at that. So you can size comparison, Ken.
Yeah. This one has can envy.
This one is maple syrup barrel aged imperial stout. Now, I asked Phil why he did the small sizes. He said, because this is just about the right size, he thinks, for a 13% beer. What do you reckon, Cam?
Yeah. 13%? Holy cow.
Yes. Okay. Well, you got a glass?
Yeah.
Okay. I have a delightful cut glass. What do they call it? What do they call that? Cup crystal. There we go.
Okay.
Was donated to me by my father-in-law when he was alive. And now I'm keeping his brown trout on the side of it alive. Look at that. There's a brown trout engraved. You probably
Beautiful.
can't see it.
I have a hop vine snifter.
You got. I love the hot vine snifters. Hey, one size fits all, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this one we're going to crack open after 3, right?
Yeah.
You do the 1, 2, 3.
Should I do it like you did the first time? No. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, trois.
That was French.
Yes. Okay, let's pour this little puppy out. This one, I think, has the same base imperial stout. However, it has been placed into maple syrup barrels. And oh my goodness me, that just pours delightfully, if I can get it right and show you that, into my glass. What a delightful looking beer. Right. So again, when it's quite a far away, I'm getting aroma and it's really nice. Now, according to Phil, on the back of this, it says the only good thing to come out of 2020 is this new barrel-aged variant. It takes his signature Distinguished Gentleman series, and I think that was his initial barrel-aged Imperial Stout, and he let it sit in a maple syrup barrel to add a subtle maple flavor. Now, I don't know how long he let it sit in there, but let's see what we think about it. You've sniffed it. What are your aroma notes, as they say?
I've got the maple is evident right off the top, but there's also like a creamy kind of a malt, a creamy malt aromatic that I'm getting too.
Yeah, and that maple is not as prominent as I was thinking it was going to be, and that's probably why it says it's subtle. Let's sip it.
Okay. I think it's good. I like that the maple is not like wham. It's more like it blends well with this beer. I say this a lot, but like when you make chili, the day you make chili, it's pretty good. But the next day after all the flavors have kind of melded, it's delicious. And that's kind of what I feel the maple in this is kind of blended with all the other flavors.
I know he has also done, as I say, his barrel-aged Distinguished Gentleman. I think there's a cherry one, which is called Mon Chéri. So very good for your trois. And then there's this one. And then the fourth one, I can't remember what the hell it was. But hey, oh, hang on, nearly knocked over. By the way, have you liked my cans? They're left over from the German beer advent calendar. I haven't had anybody take them away yet. So I'm having them
You just whacked that pretty well and it didn't even move. Are they glued together or what?
You know what? Those 4-pack holders are really good.
That's cool.
But they are all empty, so very fragile.
Nice to not have to do a review every day on those anymore, huh?
No. And thank you very much, everybody, for watching that one. All right. So this is, as I say, an instant brew review. So we've got to sum up pretty quickly. Do you like this one, Ken?
I love this. This is really good. And 13% is buried in there. If it's really 13, man. And the barrel, I don't get any, it must be just a maple syrup barrel and not a whiskey barrel because I don't get any whiskey character.
No, I agree. And there's a picture of a moose on the label with a lumberjack shirt on. So what more can we say? In the depth of winter here in Chicago, there's nothing else for us to do. Grab your other glass, Ken. Look at that. Mine comes instantly from behind the camera. Look at that, behind there. And it's good night from me.
And good night from him.
And it's cheers. Cheers. Oh, mine went. It's full of beer. Do it close to your mic.
Oh, I'm holding it closer to the screen, but I forgot I have this.
Cheers, everybody. We'll see you next time with another Instant Brew review. Thanks, Ken.
Go buy Side Lot beer.
Yes, buy their beers. That's the best way that you can support your local brewery, and especially Side Lot, who's having a bit of trouble at the moment. Cheers, Phil.